Hello everybody and welcome back to Jenkins Plays Pokemon. I thought it would be fun after it's been a few days to let the new trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet kind of sink into our brains, let us digest it. We're going to check out the trailer together. We're going to watch it once more together here. And as we do, we're just going to take some time to pause, look at the images, right? Look at all the frames and see if we catch any details that we might have missed after watching it the first couple times. If you like my videos, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of the exciting Pokemon activities that we have coming up. Let's check this out, shall we? All right, so here we are, we're just 2 seconds in, and we're getting footage of our character putting on a backpack. We see the orange symbol right there, little logo on the back of our backpack. We see stickers on our closet of looks like Applin and Drifloon and Hatterene. Let's see, your desk, it's a little cluttered, that's fine. All right, so far so good, nothing too crazy. All right, it's panning up, checking out the rest of our outfit. We look pretty nice. There's what's presumably our home. Our home looks very, definitely Hispanic, kind of centered, right? You could see the little, what do you call this? The kind of clay, the rooftops, right? Gives very, like Brazil, Costa Rica kind of vibes. In fact, the whole house, right? It's all bricked out. Beautiful flowers are showing off here. I don't know why we're running so fast. We live in a pretty beautiful place. Just stick around there. Stick around. It's okay. Let's see what's next. And it looks like we're running here. Yep, we're running. You can see that it diverges in two different paths. I believe the main character keeps running this way. We're running next to a nice body of water, but it looks like you can also go to the left. Perhaps that leads into a town of some sort, maybe where the professor is. That's curious to think about too. There we are running past the Pokemon Center gas stations that I talked about in another video. Feel free to check out my video, by the way, on my theory of the gyms and how these Pokemon stations are related. Check that out if you watch this video for sure. We see more tropical plants along this trail here with palm trees and the like. In the background, we can see, castle-ish kind of buildings, but we also see houses kind of peeling away to the west there. So all pretty interesting. Speaking of castles, here we are looking at the logos for whether it's the schools or some institute that we belong to. You can see the grape and the orange symbols here once again, which also pay homage to the Scarlet and Violet themes. We can see in the background, there's the large cathedral castle that we saw in the initial trailer as well. This is, it's obviously a place of some importance. Maybe it's the Pokemon League, maybe it's a gym, maybe it's a factory, maybe it's a big company that runs whatever is going on here. A lot of different theories about the significance of this important building for sure. Let's see. So next up, we're getting a nice pan of the region. We see a little lighthouse tower in the back. You can see way far in the background a waterfall setting. This typically, like waterfalls, climbing mountains, typically leads you to, something significant, a significant event like an Elite Four, a champion, a final mission, so to speak. So that might be what that is off to the west. To the east here, to the east there, to the west here, we can see the ocean, right? And you can tell that this land not only was a tropical with the palm trees that we saw before, but it very clearly is next to a lot of water, right? And so the sea definitely plays a role in what's going on here. All right, we see the two professors. We know about them. That's Professor Sada and Professor Turo, meaning past and future. They fit those themes with their more tribal look with Professor Sada and more futuristic look with Professor Turo. You can see in the little math that's behind them that they're clearly studying some sort of space-time travel, things like that. My hypothesis, which I'll share in a future video, is I truly believe that these two are the villains, and it maybe they're the villain of whichever game you're playing, or maybe they're villains to each other, right? Maybe Professor Sada wants to keep things in the past, and Professor Turo wants to fast forward things to the future, right, and vice versa. So there's definitely a dynamic here that I think makes them not only the professor, but I think they're going to be the evil person, right, at the end of the game. There she is introducing himself, and he is. Get a nice look at the starters. We like them, right? Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. They all look really nice in their new rendered sprites. We're going to see them, yep, do their thing. Why didn't he spit fire at this apple, right? They showed Sprigatito doing the grass. They showed Quaxley shooting water off, but no, Fuecoco couldn't be a little fiery for us. And there's your rival, who's clearly a lot older than you. I think it's been commented on by some people. She just looks older, right? And your trainer character definitely looks younger. So she's a big sister kind of vibe of showing you the ropes, right? She's been around. She's a strong trainer. She has more Pokemon. So I think that'll be probably evident throughout the journey as well. There you are doing your first initial battle with her, looks like. You can see the that castle-ish place in the background, and you can see the Pokemon Center there. So she sends out her, the new Pikachu clone, Palmy. He's out there doing his thing. You're there with your starter Pokemon. We're going to blast him to death. The power of science is amazing. And this guy, of course, he's in every Pokemon game. At the beginning of route is some guy telling you how awesome the power of science is. Well, not only is this guy telling you that, but he's also telling us that you can connect with friends and you can head out on adventures together with up to 4 of you at a time. No way, bro. There we go. So there's 4. This is the kind of example of, hey, you can play with your friends, supposedly 4 people at a time, can go into maybe one person's game, right? Because I would imagine that everybody's going to be at different levels of play, right? So this might be that if I have 3 friends that are coming into my game, they're able to access and go all the places and do all the things that they could do at the level that I'm at in the game. That just would seem to make sense. But it's pretty cool that you get to play with your friends, and I imagine you could trade and battle and maybe go into battles together to catch harder Pokemon, right? A real collective effort, which is pretty neat to see in multiplayer functions. So everybody goes off on their adventures. And it shows, this is cool, kind of showing the different terrain, right? So you got a desert terrain here, you got the fields, you got an Iceland, and then you have a cave. And showing off the different kind of outfits that you can have as well. There she is running through like a deserty kind of rocky area where Fletchinder is. You see the field with Flaffy just hanging out. And then we see the girl who is catching the new grass and normal type, I should say, Smoliv. They're just hanging out here by a tree. She just snuck up on that sucker. So, like, I don't know. Maybe this is like Legends where you can just sneak up to things and catch them right away. Maybe you don't have to necessarily go into a battle. I'm not too sure. And there's this guy running through the grass, finding the greatest Pokemon that's ever been created, of course, Lechonk. But this one, he is going to go into a battle. So there he is fighting with his Quaxley. Lechonk's going to use Tackle. There's a trainer. One thing to note here is that not only does he have these awesome Pokemon suspenders, But he also has a Tauros on his shirt. So a lot of the scuttlebutt has been that Tauros was going to get a new form. Well, there might be evidence of this, and this just might be another hint at a form or an evolution that's to come for Tauros. That would make sense in a Spain-based region, running with the bulls and whatnot. So I can't wait. I hope you can't either. But he sends out a Choodle, not a Tauros. This is kind of cool here. Let me just back it up just a second where we saw those people running. We see the running through the winter here. This kind of rock formation I thought was pretty cool. You see like a light back here. That's lighting the way. So I wonder if you climb down maybe here in more rugged terrain areas. That is pretty neat. There's another one of those Pokemon centers. They seem to just pop up everywhere. You know what? Let me go back to that Pokemon Center. So it is cool. You can see the different details of advertisements on here. You know, they're advertising different products. You can clearly see a Pokemart, Pokemon Center, and then the green. I'm guessing this is like clothes and, you know, things like that that you can purchase as well. Everybody's saying hi to each other, having a good old time, trading Pokemon. These right here, in my mind, are clearly version exclusives, right? Maybe this one's coming from Scarlet, this one's coming from Violet, with those two Pokemon, Bagon and Larvitar. Good, the trade was successful. We see that Venonat's getting a lot of love. Venonat has not been in a Dex, regional Dex since Gen 2, I think it was, something like that. So it's pretty cool to see that Venonat is arriving back in a game and that Pokemon is expanding the Pokedex, bringing in some different Pokemon here and there. That's great to see. We see Colossal or just, oh, here's that same rock formation. There's another one of those. We see Colossal just hanging out, chilling, minding their own business. You don't attack them, they won't attack you. That's fair. We see some kind of, what is that? Cargo, right, that's left on the beach. Toxapex is back, which is awesome. You can see a shelter in the background. Toxapex has been known to ruin the competitive scene, so he'll be able to do that once again. Good for him. Cryogonal, one of my personal favorite Pokemon. I love his look. And here too, man, you can see that shine and glimmer on him. The icicles. I don't know. I'm pumped. I love Cryogonal. I'm going to use one. I don't know about you guys. And another cool feature is you can kind of see how the player character, he's blocking the wind and snow with his hands. That really adds to the realism, right, to playing the game and being in those elements for sure. Oh, Gengar's here doing an awesome attack. We have Lurantis here doing an awesome attack. Talonflame doing an awesome attack. And here's those gyms. I made a whole video about the gym theory that you should make sure you check out. I'll post it at the end of this video. I think it's true. I think I'm right. Maybe you guys will think I'm wrong. But go check out my gym theory video. It definitely will make sense as we watch these here. So grass thing, a fire thing, a ground thing. All right. So that was the awesome kind of intro. And then we see the cool footage. But don't worry, it's not actual game footage. They make sure to let us know that. This is just a really high resolution, awesome promo showing the legendaries. They're hanging out on some islands. We're going to tease their feet. There they are. Oh. And there are the two legendaries for Scarlet and Violet, Kyberdon and Myrmidon. They're awesome looking. Let me just go back here 1 second. You can, when you see their faces, there's some theories that these are possibly the same Pokemon, one from the past, one from the future. You can see they're very similar in style, their reptilian look, right? The foliage, the eyes, even the little like spot here and the spot here, wheel placements. I mean, they very much, could be the same Pokemon, just in a past version and a future version, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, they're just very, opposing Pokemon. And we saw that, with Zekrom and Reshiram in Black and White as dragons. They were truly the yin and yang, literally, of their games. You can see these Pokemon definitely opposing each other for the same region for sure. I love the digital eyes, I'll just say, on Miraidon and the glow that he has. But I also love the tribal look of Kairadon or whatever, however you say it. I don't know. They're both just really awesome looking starters. Definitely an improvement from the Wolves last time. No offense to Sword and Shield fan lovers, but that's just my opinion. And so we get the cover art, which is awesome. There they are. And we get the release date of November 18th. Of course. Boom. Right there. And last but not least, they leave us with this crystal footage here as it's loading. This kind of crystal look. And then a Pokeball is going to come out of nowhere and throw at us. The crystals, one hypothesis that I saw was while the legendaries are, representing past and future, I think that these crystals, to me it gives me an ice kind of vibe, and maybe it has to do with freezing time, right? Staying in the present. So maybe there's a third opposing legendary that freezes time like that. Otherwise, this also could be paying a nod to the true gimmick of this game. We've seen the star symbols on the initial trailer, and the flags, those fire flags, have the same star symbol. And we saw a more prismy star symbol on the Japanese logos for the Pokemon games too, which typically hint at whatever the gimmick is of this game. So that'll be interesting to find out. Let's finish off this trailer here. We'll watch the Pokeball spin away. And there we are. We're left with a white screen. So there it is, guys. Thank you very much for watching this with me. I appreciate it. If you have any thoughts, if you notice things that I didn't notice, feel free to leave a comment below. Until then, don't forget to watch my theory video about the gyms that's coming up here. And after you're done with that, you can check out my current game that I'm playing through, which is the Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke Wedlock Challenge. And with that, hope you guys have a great time. See you next time. Bye-bye.